What's up, fam? So Snoop Dogg and Black Sam, who is Nipsey Hussle's brother, thought that they could take a marathon burger to Long Beach and there would be no problems. Well, we see how that worked out, didn't we? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
Now to developing news in Long Beach, where one person is dead and two others are injured after gunfire disrupts the grand opening of a restaurant founded by the family of late rapper Nipsey Hussle. Now, the opening ceremony was attended by the Long Beach mayor, Rex Richardson. Rapper Snoop Dogg was there.
And tonight, law enforcement remains on the scene there as a search for a suspect. KTLA's Rachel Benetoff is live in Long Beach with the latest developments tonight. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Karine. Hi, Rick. Yes, the circumstances surrounding the shooting, a motive or information about a suspect or suspects isn't known right now. What we can see is this large police presence in the heart of downtown Long Beach at Pine and Broadway. We're right near the convention center. A lot of people out and about tonight. And as you mentioned, this was supposed to be a day of celebration, the opening of a brand new restaurant, and instead it ended in gunfire. One person is dead, two others are injured after a daytime shooting in downtown Long Beach.
Broad daylight, 3:30 in the afternoon. Now, I saw a video the young brother did where he pretty much details what sparked this, but we all know it was gang culture. He said something that there's two factions. They got beef. They call it politics and all this kind of stuff. I'm sorry. When I think of politics, I don't think of going to the voting polls and somebody pulling out a gun and trying to take out voters. I don't, I don't think that happened. Or going down to a city council meeting, a school board meeting, or a senate meeting down in the Capitol, and I don't think of people coming in there and looking to take somebody's life. That's not what I think about when I think about politics. But street politics are different than government politics. But anyway, something was going on. They two factions beefing, and that's what happened. I think he said there's a few guys in there, and they was getting jumped by dozens of guys, and so one pulled out a weapon and started, firing, and then somebody returned fire. They say the guy that got taken out, he was actually the initiator of all of this. You see what I'm saying? He came in there acting up, throwing up signs, this and the third, and he the one who ended up not walking away. But yeah, like I say, it's a brother. If I can find the video, I would definitely post a link down in the description so y'all can watch that video too, so y'all can hear where I got it from.
It happened around 3:30 Sunday afternoon near the late rapper Nipsey Hussle's Marathon Burger restaurant around the time of its grand opening at a new location on West Pine.
We're here at Marathon Burger here in the city of Long Beach.
Long Beach Mayor Rex Richardson posted the celebratory ribbon cutting to his Instagram account. Long lines of people gathered outside to watch. Snoop Dogg, a financial partner in the fast food chain, was also there. He's been influential in bringing the eatery to Long Beach, now its third location. Not too long after this, and about a half a mile away, witnesses say shots rang out.
Shots are being fired right now.
More people are running about 10, 15 seconds later. The whole wave of people that ran down there ran all the way back. It was literally chaos for like 10, 15 seconds. I ducked behind one of the little boards that you take photos on right there.
Three people.
And y'all might say, well, hell, that was a half a mile away. So why? What does this have to do with the Marathon Burger? Again, like I was saying, all the chaos started at the Marathon Burger, and the guy got escorted out away from the property, and then once he got escorted away from the property, that's when all hell broke loose.
Were taken to the hospital. That's where one person died. Two others are apparently in stable condition. A spokesperson for Marathon Burger says the shooting wasn't connected to the event and the opening proceeded safely and without issue.
You would hope that this would actually bring the community together. Let's not let this,
Hold up. So right there, that was just a lie right there from the pit of hell, because it was connected to the event. Because again, like I said, I'm gonna find this brother video so y'all can watch it, y'all. So like I'm gonna post it so y'all can see exactly what he says. But it was connected to the event because it happened at the event because of the event, and it just spilled outside the event. So it was, I mean, if you want to say it wasn't connected, like we didn't promote this, we had nothing to do with this happening. Yeah, they did what they were supposed to have done and got the fella away from the building. So no, technically it was not connected to the event because they didn't like allow the people to stay on the property. But it was connected to it because gangs showed up. This remind me of, let me finish this.
event or situation, discredit anything good that happened today.
And according to police, no one is in custody right now. The mayor of Long Beach condemned the shooting, saying he will not allow violence to define the downtown area or undermine the progress that they're making. That's the very latest tonight from Long Beach. I'm Rachel Menitoff. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Rachel, thank you.
Now, it won't define downtown, but what about the rest of the city where the gangs are prevalent? What I was about to say a few moments ago, just remind me of an event. A friend of mine, a guy I grew up with, went to school with as a kid, we got back in contact and connection with each other, a few years ago. That's about maybe almost 10 years ago. Really dang, time go by fast. Ain't time go by fast. But anyway, he opened us a cigar shop. And one night he was hosting the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight. And so I went there, we connected, whatever the case may be, sat down, had a good time, right? Now, my homeboy, he in college, I think he became a capper. So when I get to the cigar shop, that's all you see. Black and red and white, whatever the case, Kappa colors, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, oh, hell. Because I know that a lot of Crips, wearing blue. Don't like nobody wearing red. And it's funny because by the time I got older, got to college and stuff like that, or college age or whatever, them Kappa, they throw up them Ks and this, and the third. So now you're looking like you gang banging. You know what I'm saying? You go from a fraternity to now you a gang. This is why there are big issues with these sororities and fraternities now, because they're turned into something that it didn't start out as. Now they got colors. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I think Judge Joe Brown started out as, organizations fighting, racism and politics, getting into politics. But now, like I say, if you a Kappa, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to be part of a gang, I guess, because the Crips gonna come after you. But anyway, like I say, see all the red, I'm like, oh man, okay. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your head on a swivel or whatever. Then when the fight is over, everybody's leaving, going home. I go outside, talk to my homeboy for a couple of minutes, look around. There's this dude riding through the parking lot. I seen him pass by. And he comes back through the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like almost look like a blue or black Ford Bronco, damn near old one. And he has a window down and he's looking. He's mean mugging everybody, looking at them all. And I'm paying attention, but nobody else is paying attention to him, I don't think. And then we talking about a lot of people in this parking lot are grown men. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember there was like a Corvette club that was there. Now, a bunch of Kappas and all got Corvettes, and they had like a row in the parking lot full of Corvettes. So it wasn't like a bunch of kids there. It was all grown, but you got somebody riding through. You could see he had on blue and mean mugging everybody. He circled the parking lot a couple of times. So I told my missus, hey, it's time to go. I didn't say nothing to her. And I told my homeboy, saying, trying to get her, that dude, mean mug, no, this and the third. I forgot exactly what I said because it was so long ago, but we dipped. I guess nothing else happened after that because I didn't see anything on the news, but how often do the news report things like that? But my point is, this gang culture is nothing to be played with now. This smoke shop was in the freaking suburbs. Well, we're actually on the edge of Dallas in the suburbs, whatever. But that's what this reminds me of. It's like, shoot, you think that you can get away, that if you leave your neighborhood, you leaving them gangs and that culture behind, but that doesn't happen. I'm surprised that Snoop didn't tell them folk that, that sea walking and going to the Super Bowl wearing all blue and throwing up sign stuff at the Super Bowl. That's not a game. It's like, I'm surprised, but it is Long Beach and the mayor is black. So, which is probably why he said, yeah, come on, bring the business down here. All they're going to do is, bringing revenue to the city. The problem is all money ain't good money. And that's no true statement was spoken, especially in this incident right here. That gang culture is nothing to play with. These guys live, especially from what I hear, like in California, where they live and die that stuff. It's like there's nothing more. That's their religion. Gangs are a religion. Snoop Dogg. They say they had other famous people that were Snoop Dogg. I hope you was there standing tall for your gang because you promote that. You still promote that till this day. But then you flip flop sometimes and might wear the enemy's colors, as they say, for money. Hell, you even rapped and sang and DJ for Donald Trump after you said anybody who did that would be called a varmint. Y'all know what varmint I'm talking about. But yeah, I hope you're there standing tall with your gang. You know what I'm saying? Throwing up sets, got your piece, ready, ready to be active. Because that's what you're promoting. People say, well, I'm going to turn this into something positive. You can't. You can't. If you got a problem with the police and you feel like you want to defund the police and get them out of here because they're all racist, there ain't no good, then because you can't change them, then what the heck do you think you're going to be able to do with a gang culture that has no leaders, no direction? All your leaders, they still gang banging themselves and taking people out. Look what happened to Nipsey Hussle. You see what I'm saying? So something just ain't clicking for some reason with these grown folk. Hell, Snoop Dogg is a freaking grandfather. Man, you should have put them colors away a long time ago. Now, let me say it like this. I can understand still having love and feeling for your neighborhood that you grew up with. I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I grew up in the Grove. Got no problem with the Grove. But the Grove has changed. PG has changed a lot to the point to where I've been gone so long, there is no way in the world I would go back to certain parts for sure and try to, try to stake my flag. It's just not going to happen because it ain't the same Grove I grew up in. Them kids don't know me. The kids ain't got no respect for me. They don't love me. They don't care about me. They barely care about themselves. But anyway, yeah, am I surprised this happened? No, because Nipsey was repping gang culture. Long Beach is gang culture. Snoop represents gang culture. No telling who else was out there. And then you saw the people that was out there. Probably a lot of them were Nipsey, friends, families, street families, and stuff like that. So you knew it was bound to happen, especially in Long Beach. I'm not even from California, but I already knew when I heard the story and where the location was. I'm like, oh, well, hell, all the stories I heard. Shout out to Snoop. But yeah, man, I don't know what my people are thinking, but you can tell you what'll happen. You bring these businesses in downtown. First day, violence. Pretty soon, you're either going to have a lot of security. There's going to be more violence that's going to happen here. to the point to where you're gonna have to have a lot of police, a lot of insurance. You're not gonna be able to afford to stay there. You're gonna have to abandon, sell at a cheap price, and then them folk gonna come in and buy this downtown property for little to no value and put what they want up there and make millions of dollars for generations to come. But you can't do that because your people can't stop freaking gang banging over something that nobody even knows why it started. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world does here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.